especially when it comes to the fortune-telling chart. Whenever the major or minor luck lines intersect, people will say, oh, this year is going to be good for you, or your official career luck for this decade looks great. So everyone thinks, wow, if I have 3 combinations, things will be really, really good. But is that really the case? Actually, that's not how it is. Hello everyone, today we're here again to talk to you about some common pitfalls you might accidentally fall into when studying fate analysis. Many of our students are able to truly master and calculate a natal chart in a very short period of time. Of course, the work we've been doing in this field has been producing results, and that's something everyone can see. We hope to promote it on a larger scale so that more and more people can understand it. The more people understand, the fewer misunderstandings there will be, and it can eventually become something. When it becomes common knowledge, people will continue to make progress. And that's the goal our association is striving for. Of course, if you're truly interested in mastering this field, wow, you can make it something you can use for yourself in the long run. You could even turn it into a business. If that's your goal, you're welcome to join our classes. We have a comprehensive training system, a teaching assistant system, and even support systems in place for those who want to start their own practice in the future. If you simply want to study for your own interest, our courses are also structured logically and systematically to help you learn. Now today, let's talk about something everyone is eager to hear about on the chart, of what is called triple combination. Now, this combination actually has another way of being written. It can also be written like this. Yes, the jia as in to add people. So why is it called combination? In Zi Wei Shu charts, you can think of a person as a small company. On the Zi Wei Shu chart, we can see that from the life palace to the career palace to the wealth palace and then to the opposite palace, it just forms a triangular star. Right? Like this, it forms a triangle with arrows. If my life palace is here, then my career palace will be here, my wealth palace will be over here, and my opposite palace will be here. This just happens to form a triangle. All right, then we add another arrow. So what is this like? It's like the life palace is the chairman of the board, the travel palace is the general manager, the career palace is the operations director, and the wealth palace is the finance director. The 4 of them are sitting around a conference table having a meeting. So all the so-called meetings must happen within this triangle of palaces, within these 4 boxes. Only then is it called a meeting. So what does 3-level meeting mean? What are the 3 levels? The 3 levels refer to Hua Lu, Hua Quan, and Hua Ke. Sometimes Hua Lu Chun can also be included. Sometimes Hua Lu Chun is also acceptable. These 3 together are called a 3-level meeting. So if in my own personal life, my accumulated wealth, my professional career, or even my extensive travel palaces, I happen to encounter Lu, Quan, and Ke, this significant occurrence is precisely what is referred to as a 3-level meeting. All right, so I can place all 3 stars in the life palace, or all 3 in the wealth palace, or all 3 in the career palace. I can also distribute the 3 stars, or put 2 in the life palace and 1 in the wealth palace. All of these count. Additionally, there's something called double Lu mutual support. Whether it's Hua Lu or Lu Kun, or both are Hua Lu, or both are Lu Kun, if they happen to be aligned on the same line, for example, on the wealth line, on the life line, or in this palace and its opposite palace, this is called double Lu mutual support, and that's also acceptable. Generally, this is seen as a sign that your career, work, and various aspects are going well, especially when it appears on the fortune chart. Whether it's the major line, minor line, or annual fortune, when you encounter this, people will say, oh, this year is going to be good for you. They'll say, your financial luck is good, or your official career in this 10-year period is great, and so on and so forth. So everyone thinks, wow, if I have the 3 Lu, things will be extremely good. But is that really the case? Actually, it's not quite like that. As everyone knows, there's always that but. In reality, it's not exactly like that. So now, let's take a look. What is the meaning behind these 3 Lu? Lu is good. Speaking of Hua Lu or Lu Chun is called Cheng Wang Ju Xin, which means bringing out the good qualities of the main star. As for Hua Lu, it refers to the additional qualities that arise because of the characteristics of the main star. Both of these serve to bring out the energy of the palace. They allow the power of the palace to be expressed and increase things. This is the general idea. And what about Quan? Okay, Quan represents the concept of control and mastery. What about Ke? Ke refers to the idea of bringing out reputation or making something visible and prominent. Regarding these 3 Lu, if we look at this from the perspective of a person's career, if I want to make money, it means that things in the palace will increase, right? So what do you hope for? Where should this Hua Lu or Lu Chun be placed? Should it be put in the Guan Lu Palace? If your work increases, is that a good thing? Of course, if you have more work, sometimes your salary will increase, but a lot of times it doesn't, right? Ideally, we'd have more money, less work, and also be well known, right? More money, less work, and close to home. And then having a good reputation and being far from trouble, that would be the best situation. So is it better to have Hua Lu or Lu Chun in the Guanlu Palace? I can't say that's completely wrong, but wouldn't it be even better to put it in the Wealth Palace? Wouldn't that bring in more money, right? So after I have more money, what then? Now let's look at Hua Quan. Hua Quan represents control mastery. I'm in control of money. Isn't having control over money great? Of course it is. People who want to control or master money are often the ones who start their own businesses, and that's certainly a good thing. All right, but if all I want is to control money, but I don't actually make any money, is that useful? Of course, that's not useful. So if I draw Hua Quan in the wealth sector, that's very good. But if I only have Quan in the wealth sector, then I need to be concerned. Because it might just be about control, and there's a big difference between controlling and actually owning. For example, all your husband's money is under your control. If your spouse's palace has Hua Quan and it happens to transform into your husband's wealth palace, your husband lets you manage all the money. The problem is he only earns 50,000 a month and he gives it all to you, but it's still not enough. So that's why Lu and Quan need to be together to be effective. In the wealth palace, if it doesn't transform in or store in, then this Hua Quan, its effectiveness is actually not that significant. So where should Hua Quan be placed, or what should it be paired with? For a person's career to develop or for someone to achieve success at work, Hua Quan should be placed in the career palace or in the life palace to take control of oneself and have determination. If it's placed in the career palace, then at work, the person can take charge of everything. What about Hua Ke? Hua Ke represents reputation and public recognition. If I have fame and recognition at work, isn't that great? In principle, that's not bad. In principle, that's not bad. So we often say, if you want to pass exams, get promoted, or achieve a good position, you need Hua Ke. Should it be in the career palace or the life palace? Of course, it can also be in the life palace. Then I am a well-known person. I would care about my own reputation, and of course, that's a good thing. But what if it's in the wealth palace? What about wealth? Money will appear. Money will be brought out. Money will become public. Money will be displayed. I use money to create my reputation and public image. This is something that costs money. So Hua Ke may not be very suitable in the wealth palace. All right, so for these three transformations, you need to see where they're placed. How about if they're in the travel palace? The travel palace is actually not bad either. For example, is it good to have Hua Lu in the travel palace? If you're in sales, then having it in the travel palace is pretty good because the travel palace represents your interpersonal relationships and connection. So of course, that's also good. Therefore, it needs to be placed in the right position. If it's not in the right place, then it might not be a good thing. It even needs to be paired with the right transformation. For example, Po Jun transforms into Lu. What are the benefits that arise because of Po Jun? If Po Jun brings about benefits and I place it in the wealth palace, I might have to sell something in order to get money. So is this necessarily a good thing? Not necessarily. For example, I might buy a car for 5 million, but when I sell it, I only get 2 million back. That means I've suffered a loss. Okay, so this is just to tell everyone that when we actually look at these combinations, you always need to think about what the fundamental reason is. Use that fundamental reason to consider what kind of outcome it will present. So why do we need to understand the reasons behind things? If you don't understand the underlying reasons and you simply think, wow, I really hope it has 3 levels of equipment, and you forcefully try to get something out of it, often the results will fall short of your expectations. This is what we'll see. Some people may seem very famous and glamorous on the surface, but in reality, they haven't actually made that much money. That's very likely because they only have Hua Ke in their life palace and wealth palace, or even just in the wealth palace, so their reputation is just an empty name. It doesn't necessarily mean they've really made money. In reality, you need your reputation, your power, and your income to all be present. If all of these aspects are fully aligned, then they can complement and enhance each other. Otherwise, it's just something hollow and fake. So, does this concept only apply to the life, wealth, career, and travel palaces, or can it also be applied to other palaces? Of course, it applies to the others as well. For example, if the spouse palace is influenced by Hua Ke, Hua Lu, or even Hua Ji and Hua Lu at the same time, it means I have a lot of romantic opportunities and peach blossom luck, right? If it's Hua Ke, then it looks good. Many people want to pursue me, but in reality, maybe no one actually does. What about Hua Quan? It means I want to take control of my relationship. I want to be in charge of my love life. But does that necessarily mean my relationship will be good? Not necessarily. You still have to see if you actually meet someone who wants to be controlled by you. All right, okay. In short, we will be filming a series to gradually share with everyone some very basic principles in fate and destiny. Once you grasp these principles and then apply them to new situations, plus watch more of our videos, you'll slowly be able to get a better handle on things. You'll be able to understand your birth chart a bit better. If you like our videos, we hope you'll share them with your friends. This way, more and more people can learn, more and more people will know, and good knowledge of fate studies can keep progressing while misunderstandings will become fewer and fewer. Thank you, everyone.
When the teacher is giving a lesson, he's very different from other teachers. He usually doesn't recite ancient texts or talk about old traditional things. Instead, his classes are closely connected to current events. He also really emphasizes logical deduction and rational thinking. After I finished learning, I understood my own fate chart, my unique traits, my strengths, and what might happen in my future luck cycles. Instead, I actually feel like I'm not being boxed in at all. On the contrary, you gain more confidence and courage to break through those boundaries and to move beyond your current situation. Because you come to understand what abilities heaven has truly given you, what your strengths are, and how you differ from others. What makes you different from others? Through this process, I actually became more confident,